Okay, so I'm going to take you through the sanding process and staining on the backers of my signs that I'm making for Frankfort Hardware and Gifts. So this one cut out okay. I'm going to have to re-level my laser bed because sometimes when it doesn't, when it's not labeled or leveled, it'll cut fine, but in some spots it doesn't cut all the way through because it's defocused too much, so the laser isn't cutting all the way through. So I have to go in and manually push them through, make sure that there are no icky edges, nothing sticking out. That one looks good. And I have 30 signs to do, so I am doing them in batches of 3. So that's what I'm doing. And you can see here this little bit of design. That's from the honeycomb on the laser bed, and that's called flashback. I didn't have it far enough off the laser bed to not get that, or there was something underneath of it, because I do use magnets to prop these up or hold them down, so it just reflected off of something. But the cool thing is, since it wasn't all the way on the bed, it didn't go too deep, so it should come right off with a little light sanding. And remember to go with the grain. I'm using my sanding block and 220 grit sandpaper. This is maple with an MDF core, so it's easier for the laser to cut through. And this is a 1/4 inch. My bed, I can do a 12 by 20 sheet, but I also have a pass-through that I can do 20 inches wide by however long, as long as I have something to support it. What it does is it makes registration marks on the wood. I can put those on the outside of where I'm cutting on the inside, and I have registration marks at the top, and then I can have some at the bottom on the cut through, or the pass through, I'm sorry. And once I get to my bottom registration marks, I just move it up and make those the top registration marks, and I continue cutting. So I can do longer pieces of wood. I just can't do any wider than 20 inches through mine, and about a 1/4 inch is going to be my limit because it's only a 50 watt CO2 laser. I am looking to upgrade if my business takes off. I do want to get a bigger bed and a higher wattage CO2. So I'm just making sure that this is sanded down, getting all the char marks, or just basically, because you're burning the wood, so the laser's cutting through. So just getting this all nice and clean, so that way when I go to put the stain on, it'll look nice. So that's good. And you don't want to go, you can see where it's taken the char off, but I don't want to go too deep because this is a veneer, the maple part. So I don't want to cut through it, because then it'd just be ugly MDF underneath of it, and it doesn't stain very well. So, alright. And this is one of my favorite stains. It's the Minwax Espresso. And the customer actually requested the espresso. So I don't know where. There it is. Had to go find my screwdriver to open it. Oh, one thing I do have to do, because I am a mess. I've already shaken this up, so don't have to worry about that. But I get these latex gloves, and it saves my hands as far as getting stain on them. Which the stain, it's water-based, so it comes right off. But this way I can keep working. I don't have the water running over at my shop yet, so I'd have to run to the house to clean up. I mean, I have my waterless cleaner, but these things here are the best thing that I have found to apply stain. I got them from Harbor Freight, and they're just terry cloth sponges. So got that all sanded off. Make sure, I don't know where my tack cloth is, but I didn't have to sand too much because this stuff is pretty smooth anyway. But ooh, look how pretty, and this really brings out the grain. So wipe it on, hit the light spots a little bit, make sure it's not streaky. You want to go with the grain. So, and then you just kind of wipe off the excess. And there you go. And see, good thing I had my gloves on, because I would have gotten that all over myself. So that's my first one, and I keep grabbing it and making it wet again. I'm going to grab it on the sides, put it over here, let it dry a little bit. Rinse and repeat. So, ooh, this one looks good. Sand it down a little bit. I don't have any ragged edges. So, that's good. And that side. Oh, yep. See right there, I do have. And of course, these aren't the right. This is for my orbital sander, my power sander. I don't, it's just easier with me right now just to use my sanding block, and I didn't have any of this type of, the ones that are cut out rectangle for my sanding block, because I didn't think about it, but I'm just using what I got. That's just what I gotta do. I'm hoping where I had my gloves on that this won't show up too bad. Make sure it's all, because I did get fingerprints. Use my handy dandy sponge to wipe on the stain. Oh no! Red alert! Red alert! Oop. Phone's too heavy for the tripod. You guys see? I'm gonna have to move it. There we go. But beautiful. I keep getting it up. I'm gonna put this one over on the side, but it's all nice and pretty. Rinse and repeat. Make sure there's nothing icky on the edges. Looks good. And I don't have to be, since this is a dark stain, I don't have to be too worried about getting all that off, all the char off. And usually I would use a wood conditioner to accept the stain if I was using like a true hardwood piece. But this is just a veneer, so it's already been, it's pretty dry, and it soaks up the, soaks it up pretty nicely, but not too bad to where it's streaky. And you go with the green. And that's it. I just gotta wait for these to dry, and then they will be ready for lettering. Yep. All right, well, thank you guys, and I will talk to you later.